Hello everyone, my name is Nicole and I'm a school nutrition service member with the New Jersey Department of Agriculture this year. This month's Jersey Tastes for October is apples, so I'm going to be showing you how to make a family-sized portion of a crunchy apple salad. There's also a school food service portion of the recipe available if you're interested. The apple picking season in New Jersey goes all the way from late August to the end of October, but it definitely peaks from mid-September to mid-October. Something cool about apples is that they float in water because a quarter, or 25% of their volume, is actually air. The apple is less dense than the water, so when we put it inside, it floats, making it the perfect fruit for apple bobbing. Now we need to gather our materials. We need 5 cups of spinach, romaine, leafy greens, or kale, 2 medium apples, half a cup of craisins, raisins, or a mixture of dried fruit, a quarter cup of nuts, 1 cup of shredded or crumbled cheese, 1 pound of grilled chicken, a quarter cup of olive or vegetable oil, a quarter cup of honey or maple syrup, a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of mustard, a knife, and an apple slicer, measuring cups and measuring spoons, 1 big bowl and 1 small bowl. All right, now we can get started making our salad. The first step in food preparation is always washing our hands. We're going to wash our hands in warm, soapy water for 20 seconds to make sure that any of the germs that are on our hands don't end up in the food that we're eating or serving to friends or family. Let's get some soap, some warm water, dry them off. Let's start by preparing the fruits and vegetables that will go in the salad. We're going to be using a knife to cut these up, so we need to be very careful. Always ask a parent or guardian for permission before using a knife. We also want to make sure that we're using a cutting board. First, we're going to chop about 5 cups of our greens into thin strips. If you don't want to use a knife, you can always rip apart the greens using your hands. Now we're going to chop our apples. I'm going to start by using my handy apple slice, but if you don't have an apple slicer, you can always use a knife to make your slices. Just going to put it on top, push down. Look, perfect apple slices. Next, we're going to use the bear claw method to chop our apples. In the bear claw method, we make our hands into a bear claw, and then we put it fingers down on the apple and we cut. This way, we make sure that no one's fingers get cut while we're chopping. Now we're going to add half a cup of dried fruit to the salad. I'm going to use craisins because they're my favorite. Finally, we're going to add a quarter cup of nuts and seeds to our salad. I'm using sliced almonds and pumpkin seeds. At this point, you can add the grilled chicken or the cheese to your salad. To make the vinaigrette or salad dressing, we're going to combine all the ingredients that I have here on the table. So first, we're going to start with a quarter cup of olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can always use another vegetable oil. Then we're going to use a quarter cup of honey or maple syrup. Then we want 1 tablespoon of mustard. Last but not least, a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar. When we cut an apple, it releases enzymes like polyphenol oxidase that make the apple turn brown. Typically when I cut an apple, I like to dip it in lemon juice to prevent this browning. But lucky for us, the apple cider vinegar in this recipe will do the same trick. we're going to pour our vinaigrette all over the salad. This salad looks great. I can't wait to try it. Wow, I love how crunchy it is. Now it's your turn to describe what you think about the recipe. Use 3 descriptive words to tell me what you tasted, or why you like, or even don't like this recipe. What would you add to make it tastier for you? What would you do differently? I hope you had a great time making this recipe today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!